Hello everyone. I've not been showing my face on live streams for a couple days. It's actually helped a lot. So I've as a light being, as a light worker, I set the intention that when people see my face, it causes third eye awakenings, actually. That's something that I have been noticing for quite a while. It causes a lot of problems in my live streams. It causes people to become possessed. I feel like they become just strangely demonic, and it just turns into something that I didn't want to witness, so I just turned off my face. Can you turn off your face? But yeah, and I still do my live streams, but now it's more the energy. It's more just my voice and the energy, and it's a lot less like brutal. I can focus primarily on just healing people, primarily divine masculines, which is one of the most amazing honors that I have in my entire life. I can't even believe that I get to do this. There are so many divine masculines flooding the channel, and it is so beautiful. These are some of the most beautiful beings that have ever existed, and I can't believe that I get to talk to them, and it's an honor, really. And I didn't realize that so much of my energy had been expended on fighting off trollish behavior from people who don't deserve my energy at all. And on a live stream, like, I'm not saying it won't go back to the way it was, but I've just noticed this pattern that my face seems to trigger people. If it's not the color of my skin, it's my size. If it's not my size, it's the gap in my teeth. If it's not that, it just doesn't matter. It's something that is triggering for a lot of people, and I'd rather that people get triggered on the content of my speech and what I'm actually saying, instead of my looks, good or bad. And I think that it just offers something more personal and intimate and healing and cathartic when I do my live streams without my face being shown. It just does something different. But in all fairness too, I think that it's because I'm distracted doing tarot readings. I can't focus on the chat and on my readings at the same time. And so I realize that I think that's the problem, is I can't actually be in two places at once, you know? I can't be in the chat in the 3D, like focused on that, and also in the 5D reading cards, you know what I mean? I can't do both. So that's been my problem. And anyway, yesterday I experienced this most euphoric bliss. After one of the worst days I've ever had, I had like the happiest day I've ever had, because two masculines were healing me. They were healing me on my stream. They took time out of their busy day. One man had 6 children and still took time out of his day to heal me and make me smile and just make me laugh. And the other is just like one of the best mods I think I've ever had. And it just, people are just so kind when you allow them to be. They're so kind when you give them a chance to be. And I couldn't find these people because I was so busy finding assholes who were just wanting to hurt me on purpose. And I can't find the ones that want to love me on purpose if I'm finding jerks instead. So yesterday I had this beautiful moment with Sebastian, telepathically, visually, psychically. The psychic connection is just becoming more intense. I see him everywhere. It's so inevitable. It's so inevitable. This union is so inevitable. In fact, it's only a matter of time. And I even hesitated rebooking in my extended stay here at Airbnb. Like, I even contemplated not extending my stay because I could just feel that he was coming towards me, and I know that one of the things we both want is to live together and to stay together. And so, but I did. I rebooked it anyway. I extended my stay. It's a really nice place and it's quite affordable, so I thought, why not? I'll just invest in me and give myself some more time off the streets, which you gotta love. Any girl who's been homeless knows all too well what that's like. It's a beautiful thing, to be the one that works with God in taking you off the streets. No man is doing this for me. I'm doing this for me. And that's the beauty of it. I gave myself permission to book Airbnb, and it was well worth it. I'm getting a lot of rest. I'm feeling healthier. I'm feeling more whole. I'm feeling like I'm allowed to be in my imagination more, which is something you cannot do so easily while homeless. You're always looking over your shoulder, wonder who's going to attack you, who's going to take from you, who's going to steal your car, who's going to do this. Plus, with driving all the time, and like, I was always worried about just like being on the street like too often, and it's like having a place where I feel safe. Even though ironically I have like 6 roommates, I do feel very safe here, which is good. I feel safe. I feel like the spirit world has me. I'm good. But yeah, Sebastian last night, I had a dream about him, not last night, the night before, and it was insane. It was so incredible. It was by far one of the coolest dreams I've ever had with him. It was so memorable. I woke up and I recalled like all of the dream, and he had told me so much about what's going on with him, and it was really incredible. It was really wild. It showed me just how much he's yearning for me, the desire, the passion. And then, so yesterday, all day after the dream, he was just going berserk. The desire he had for me, chasing me, the energy was so evident that he was practically obsessed with me for an entire day. Like, it was so obvious to me that I was all he was thinking about, that I even had to remind myself, like, that's okay. This is a beautiful thing. Typically before I would say, oh, that feels like love bombing. To go from like never hearing from your person to just like one day all of a sudden they're just chasing you and you're like, wait, what? But I had been getting word from Spirit for a couple weeks now, for the Divine Feminine, that your masculine has changed so quickly and drastically, that their energy towards you is so like, wow, how did it change that much? That you're gonna even think like, this can't be real. But it is real. Oh, it's 100%. Yeah, it's 100% real. And I remember at one time I could feel his apprehension. It used to be he was much more apprehensive to rush in like that. And there would be this quick pull away, like shame and embarrassment. Like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. No wonder she doesn't trust me. But this time it was different. It was like, I think I'm ready. Like, I could feel him saying, like, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready for this to be like a constant thing, a constant give. And my guides have been asking him, and I've been hearing it telepathically, like my spirit team has been asking him, like, are you really ready? Because what she's about to do is impressive, and it's going to be big. It's going to be big for divine feminines and divine masculines. And are you really ready? Do you think you're ready? Do you want this? Because we're not going to pressure you. And I heard my guide saying, like, we're going to give you everything you need, every supply that you need to provide for her. Like, this will not be a Sebastian thing. This will be a Sebastian with an entire spirit world thing. And I could just feel the relief when he was hearing what I was hearing, which was like angelic beings telling him, like, this is going to be okay. We're going to give you everything. Like, you're helping humanity, so we're going to help you. Why wouldn't we? You help her, she helps others. Why wouldn't we help you? You know? And I could just feel the relief, the sigh of relief that he felt energetically, like, oh yeah, I'm not alone. I can do this. I can do this if I have them. I can do this if I have God. I can do this if I have divine support. And I just heard him say, I'm ready. I'm ready for this. 100%, I'm in. And it was like, just knowing that energetically and telepathically, he's ready. Like, and I'm ready at the same time. And normally it's not like that. Normally one of us is running and the other is chasing, but it's not like that anymore. I mean, we're definitely going through things with a fine-tooth comb, and we're just looking at the fine print, you know? We're kind of more like fine-tuning things, but the bulk of it, I feel like the bulk of our healing, the bulk of our union problems, like the issues in our, I feel like the bulk of it is being dealt with. It's already been dealt with. And sometimes I even feel like there's this apprehension to say something like that because so few people actually encounter twin flame union on the planet. Like, so few actually end up together. At least that's what's been told. But I'd like to believe in a world where every twin flame ends up together. And they ultimately will. But in this lifetime, I suppose it's up to them in their healing journey. But there is this little bit of like a pull a little bit in like saying we're very close to union, because there's a lot of people that aren't. And I used to compare my journey to theirs, and it's not the same. I'm not on the same journey as you, or as the like the majority. I'm not on their timeline. I'm on my timeline, and I'm divine. So I'm the divine feminine. I'm divine timing. When I say it's time, it's time. When I envision it and visualize constantly union, it's time. It will happen. When I'm in that 4D, in the imaginal act all the time, and all I see is union, it will happen, and there will be no one that tells me otherwise. No one will ever be able to convince me that I'm not supposed to be with him, because I have convinced myself that I'm supposed to be with him. So I've never been this close to twin flame union ever in my life, and it's an exciting time. It's not as exciting as it is comforting. It's reassuring. It's this like, it feels like coming home to a stranger that you have known forever. It kind of, in a weird way, I don't know what it's like to be in an arranged marriage, but it almost feels like a divinely arranged marriage with a complete stranger you barely know in the 3D, but yet you know them at a soul level. So it's like, even living with him, it's like dating. Like, we're getting to know each other by living together, which is also like our dating phase, which is also like our twin flame union phase, which is also like our marriage phase. It's almost like it's just everything at once, and that's what a twin flame is. So timing is an illusion. Timing doesn't matter when you're a twin flame. and other connections that are more 3D based, timing matters because timing hasn't been deprogrammed out of you yet. You still believe in time. You still believe in the nature of humanity's rules and that there is a time constraint, or, oh, well, I can't text this guy until then and I have to wait 10 minutes and I can't date her for another week. And it's like that's stupid when it comes to twin flames. It's stupid because your connection transcends time. Time isn't even real. So twins don't have that same problem that most relationships do, and that they're afraid to rush in. There is no rushing in. Twin flames are the same soul. There is no rushing. It's all aligned in God's timing. Again, you're God, so it's your timing. It's your higher self's timing. So when you start visualizing union with your person in the higher planes first, in the fourth dimension first, and then it grounds here in the 3D, that is the timing that is you. You are divine timing. It's nothing outside of you. There is no God outside of you. It is you. And that's it. You are the Most High God. You are it. And so that's actually one thing that has been triggering and angering a lot of people on my channel, on my live streams when I say that. Which is another reason I want to be very present and aware, and I want to be there. I want to be focused on my chat when I'm doing live streams. So going forward, I may not do tarot anymore on lives because it just kind of, it takes my focus like to my hands and the cards and elsewhere, and I'd really rather just be there with people present. But yeah, it's twin flame union is here. Like 100%. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be here forever. He will eternally be with me, and that's it. And I will eternally be with him, and that's it. There will be no one else. There is no one else. That is my twin flame, and I know it. And there is no one else. There is nothing else. And so I'm bringing it in by visualizing it more. And what's really helped is having this Airbnb. This is a place where I can like just relax, and I don't have to like do anything or be anything or go anywhere. I could just like be, and I could just be myself, and I could just be in my imagination. And the more I'm in my imagination, which is like all day, every day now, the more I know I'm bringing this in, the quicker I'm bringing it in. The more seamless the transition is from this reality to that reality. It's like the universe is conspiring in my favor to get me to him. And it's not gonna be something crazy. I really just don't think there's gonna need to be a lot of complex gears and pieces needing to be moved to get us together. I just don't see it like that. I think it's a lot quicker. And it doesn't, to get this manifestation, there's not as many complex parts that need to be moved. It's just like that. That's what I'm seeing it as. So, yeah. So we're just basically already in union. Yesterday was the most desire he's ever had for me ever. It was shocking. It wasn't even triggering, really. It felt good. For the first time, I didn't get triggered by it. Like normally when there'd be that wave, that avalanche of pure unconditional love flood me, it would just be like trigger moment, like, oh God, why is he doing this? Why all of a sudden? It'd be like, why does he want me so bad? What's in it for him? What's he trying to do? Like, what's the big game here? I don't know. He must need something. And it would be like that. But that was coming from a place of insecurity. That was coming from a place of abandonment wounds. And this time it was just like, oh yeah, of course you're chasing me. I'm amazing. And of course you want me, because I want you. And what I want wants me more. So yeah, it's not even scary anymore. And I used to, as the divine feminine, get so freaked out when somebody would show me love, and I would just like instantly reject it. This time it shocked me because there was no rejection. It was just like, I agree. I think it's beautiful, and I would just accept it and allow him to constantly give more and give more and give more until I think he got burned out. I think he got actually maybe not burned out, but I did notice today I woke up and there was a way different energy. And the reason I think that happened is because I think that some people he was still energetically attached to could feel how much energy got taken from them and given to me instead. And I woke up feeling like I was psychically attacked by people in his life. And it normally, something like that would have taken me days to return back to sender, but this time I was just like, nope, that's not mine. That's absolutely not mine. And I returned it back to whoever sent it, which I'm pretty sure I know who sent it. And after I did that, I realized that I'm having this easier time accepting that I'm not a bad person for telling someone to fuck off and like, you'll never have him again. Like, I'm not a bad person for saying like, you're actually kind of a horrible person and there's a reason he doesn't want you. And I think that elephant in the room should be addressed. I think that it should be addressed by me. That I agree. Anybody who tries to hurt someone for being in love doesn't deserve to be around that person. And so I started recognizing that I'm not a horrible monster. I'm actually a really sweet, kind-hearted soul. And I don't like how nasty I have to become to get dark energies off of me after they've been flung my way. So I just kind of now, when I send it back, I just remind myself like, that's you, that's not me. And it's getting easier to do, but that energy drains the fuck out of me, and I know it's draining him, and I'm done with it, and I know he's done with it. So he's done, absolutely fucking over it, and I can feel his anger towards this person. The more that we get closer to union, the more angry and irate and upset he gets at that person. And it's like, it's inevitable. The universe is going to have to split them up very soon. It has to happen. They're not even the same frequency anymore. So I keep getting hurt by that third party. And the difference now is that I easily send it back, and I more quickly send it back, and I don't feel bad about it at all. And even if he were to be upset at me for thinking low of that person or whatever, I stand on my own. I stand in my own conviction of knowing that how I view somebody is accurate. And psychically, I trust myself so much. I know that if someone sends me an attack, that I'm sending that back to them. It's their darkness. It's not coming from a place within me, which is why I'm still blessed after I do this. If it was sent from me, I wouldn't be blessed. I would be cursed because I'm cursing people. But if it's an energetic attack, a vampiric attack, and it's sent to me psychically, and all I do is send that back, that's not negative. That's not evil. Because I didn't do it from an evil place. I did it from it's a self-protection, and it's self-defense. So spiritually speaking, that's why I keep getting blessed when I can do return to sender. That's why people are confused that I keep getting blessed by God when I talk about things like demons and witchcraft and sending that shit back. Because people get it confused that if you do that, you're evil. Dare I say, doing that is actually an act of love, self-love, but it also teaches that person that they should not be going around hurting others like that. So yeah, I'm noticing now that Sebastian is more ready than he's ever been to be with me, and that he's even showing up in dreams because he's chasing me energetically. Like, his energy is everywhere, and it's surrounding me like 24/7 now. It's so here. I love it. It's here. It's beautiful. And I finally want it. As the divine feminine, like, I want it so much that I stay in my imagination, and I just consistently all day imagine him next to me and talking to me and calling me and us healing people and what I would get him at the grocery store and us doing laundry together and just like normal everyday things. And since that is what we would be doing every day, is normal everyday things, I'm putting myself into the timeline, into the reality of me getting what I want, which is just normalcy. I just want like a normal life with him. Like, I don't want anything crazy. I just like want boring. I just want like normal, comfortable. I don't need fun, fancy, like crazy, extravagant shit. Like, my life is pretty dull. Like, it doesn't need to be anything crazy. Like, if I wanted crazy, I'd probably date a celebrity and I'd fly to Bali. It's like, that's not what I want. I want a normal guy and a normal girl smoking weed, doing laundry, and helping heal people with energy work. Like, that's literally my heaven on earth. So that's what I'm gonna get. But like, yeah, I don't need anything crazy. I don't want anything crazy. I know what my soul wants, and I'm gonna give it to myself. And so, yeah, my union is here, twin flame union, and it's beautiful. It's never gonna be taken from me, ever. No one can take it from me except me. Like, I was the one that could have in the past, but I don't want to anymore. I don't want to because he makes me feel safe and he makes me feel good and happy. Why would somebody run from that unless you hate yourself? You know? And I don't run from that anymore because it's stupid and redundant, and it's so last year. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I'm done believing what assholes think about me, which is like, you don't deserve happiness. You should be homeless forever. You're fat, you're ugly, so you shouldn't be in love. Like, I don't get that. So not only do I not understand it, but I don't abide by those rules. Those are your rules, and you should be living by those rules. And you do. That's why if you are overweight, you don't feel like you're deserving of unconditional love. It's like, judge not lest ye be judged, you know? I don't have those same limitations that other people have. I don't have limitations. I don't believe in limitations. I believe that we are limitless. I believe we can have literally fucking anything, and I swear to God, I mean that. I mean that if I wanted to be a mermaid tomorrow, I would start affirming that I have scales on my legs. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about. If I want to be a hamster one day, I will affirm and manifest being a hamster. That is how unlimited I really believe I am. Now, a lot of people don't have that same mindset, and that's okay, but I do. And because I do, I am in that timeline of twin flame union, something people said would be impossible for a girl like me. Not only is it 100% possible, but it's like, duh. Like, duh. What the fuck? Why wouldn't it be doable? Why wouldn't it be possible? I don't get it. It's like, duh. It's like, I'm a beautiful girl. I'm a beautiful girl who gives love every single day to everyone. Duh. Of course I'm deserving and worthy of love. Of course I'm amazing and he would worship the ground. Like, duh. That's why when he gives me love and it feels like love bombing, or it feels like, where'd that come from? It doesn't scare me anymore, because it's like, duh. Of course you love me. Who wouldn't? So I'm going to be in twin flame union in the 3D soon. I'm already in twin flame union in the 4D, which is great. The fourth dimension, the astral plane, the imagination, whatever. I'm already there. I'm already there with him. everywhere. Like I see him, we make eye contact in the morning. Like I imagine him kissing me. We kiss in dreams. Like it's over. It's just a matter of time. But again, time doesn't really exist, so it's only as quick as I say it'll be. If I really am, if I'm okay with receiving a text or phone call like right now today, and I don't feel any bodily response of fear, if I don't feel that like, is he really calling me? Like if I don't feel fear, if I feel excited and happy and it's like it'll be loving, then I'll visualize a phone call or a text more and more often, and I'll get it when I want it. But if there's at all a single shred of like, ooh, not yet, I don't know, am I ready? I don't know, do I want to hear from you? You know, then I'm not going to be able to manifest it. My higher self knows when this time is. That's why it's divine timing. My higher self is the divine. So my higher self knows. But because when my lower egoic self winces at the idea of him calling me, or I flake out the second I start imagining a text message, then yeah, he shouldn't reach out, and he won't be doing so. And because it's a twin flame, you are the same soul. Your higher self is their higher self. So the whole theory with twin flames is that you share the same soul. So they know you so well. They know you perfectly. Like they know everything about you. And so if he can feel even a shred of like, nope, don't call her yet, he won't call me. If there's excitement, and every time I visualize a phone call, I envision picking up the phone and being like, hi babe, hi honey, I miss you so fucking much, how are you? Then that will indicate that he's ready to come in. But if I immediately think, asshole, what are you doing calling me? Or I don't trust you, why are you calling me right now? Like, that's not going to be union then. I'm not going to be manifesting union. I'm going to be manifesting a 5-minute conversation and then a hang up. And I should know what I'm talking about. I manifested that like a week ago. He called me for 5 minutes, said, I really feel bad, I want to see you, but then hung up on me. Like that hot and cold behavior, that is what it is like when you're not fully convinced that you're ready yet. So when I'm ready, my body will know, and my higher self will know, and he will know. My guides will know. The whole universe will work in my favor to let him know that I'm ready. And until I feel fully convinced that I'm ready, he's not going to come in. Like, it's just that easy. I'm God. I'm God in my reality. I make the rules. If I don't want love, I won't have love. If I want to be single, I'll be single. If I want to live in an Airbnb, I'll live in an Airbnb. If I want to live in a mansion, I'll live in a mansion. If I want to live with him, I'll live with him. It's all me. It's what do I want? And right now, it's a great opportunity for me to learn what I want, because I saw what I didn't want. Homelessness, feeling abandoned, feeling alone, feeling scared. I don't want that. So I saw what I don't want. Now I get to manifest what I do want. And so it's very close. My body doesn't just go into that like fight or flight mode. When I think about him calling me, I'm not scared anymore. I'm not scared. I feel like I'll be excited when he calls. Before, it used to be like I would be nervous and like push him away kind of, you know, or be like really demanding or kind of mean. Like, yeah, remember this and this and this and this? Yeah. Well, now it's not like that. Now it's like I'm actually excited to hear his voice, and I'm actually excited to hear what he has to say. Even if he has something to say that isn't exactly what I would hope, I'm still excited to hear it. I'm getting there. Union is close, guys. I love you. Bye.